episode number 29. 580, we're crossing the mark. 580 push-ups, sit-ups, and deep knee bends for the month. 620 for the month is the goal. 27,290 for the year. This episode is the Yin and the Yang, and this is your senior moment. It's young living or assisted living. You can make your home a healthy home, but it all starts with you, and it begins right now. Okay, so I'm up this morning. I was woke up at my usual 4 o'clock hour, and I took Brisket, the world famous therapy dog, outside, and I was sitting on the patio with a lovely cup of coffee, and it was 77 degrees at 4 o'clock this morning out on the patio, and it was wonderful. Quiet, warm, with just a slight breeze. And I got to thinking about how much I appreciated summer nights here in Minnesota and mornings like this. There's so few of them. Well, you know what I'm talking about. A night that's all just kind of perfect. You're out there and you don't have to have a jacket on. It's just exactly the way you want it to be. And I realized that the reason I loved it so much is because there are so few days like this here in the northern states. We have many days on the other end of the spectrum, of course, cold, windy, and miserable days. And so it goes with so much in our lives. According to Wikipedia, ancient Chinese philosophy, yin and yang is the concept of duality, light versus dark, how contrary forces actually are complementary and interconnected. While they are independent in the world, they interact with one another. Now just think about it. Day and night, good and evil, right, left, up, down, Republican, Democrat, food that tastes good to you and food that does not. We recognize and appreciate what we like only if we also experience what we don't like. We have on more than one occasion helped someone from a warmer client buy a house here in Minnesota after they were relocated here either for work or family, only to put that house back on the market just after one winter here in Minnesota. They came to appreciate the warm weather they had when confronted with our cold weather, and they had never really given it much thought before. While we're not happy about what is bad, it is how we recognize and measure what is good. The degree of yang determines the amount of effort, attention, and resources that are mobilized to bring in the yin until there's a balance. So what's all this mean to us? Well, just bear this in mind. The choices we make, the options we choose, all are a measurement of what we perceive as what would be good for us and what would not, light versus dark. You can't know the joy of acceptance if you've never suffered rejection. So, warm nights, cold winters, the yin and the yang. What am I grateful for? Well, you say, Keith, what's that on your shirt? I am grateful for name tags. Don't we love a lovely name tag? Do you know there's a guy who's made an entire career out of name tags, written books, gives lectures, does training, all on name tags. Name tags are wonderful because when you go to a conference, this is true for me. I'm an introvert. So when I go into an area where there's a lot of people, I tend to get quiet, I get nervous, and I forget names. In fact, I've forgotten my wife's name. Her name is Sheila. So many times I just get nervous about it. So when someone's wearing a name tag, I so appreciate it. And what this guy discovered is that he came out of a conference, had his name tag on, forgot to take it off, went to the grocery store, went around, did his business of the day, and he found that people were more friendly to him because he had a name tag on and with his name on it. So a simple thing, I'm grateful for it today. All right. So let's do our push-ups here. It's the 29th. We've only got a couple more days left of 20, and then we jump up to our number of what are we going to do for next month? We're going to do 30. 930 is the number that we're going to do next month. Can't believe it. Okay, so I got to admit, I went on the patio. I did some deep knee bends, some toe touchers, and all that stuff. I was feeling a little bit lazy, didn't want to do it, but because I had made a commitment to you, I did them anyhow, and I feel better for it right now. So let's just wrap off our push-ups, and then we can get on with our day. 20 quick push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. It'll be 30 in just a couple of days. Hope I can do it. Okay, remember, it's young living or assisted living. You can make your home a healthy home. It all starts with you. The older you get, the longer you want to live. I'm Keith Ittner Sr., and this has been your Senior Moment. We'll see you tomorrow.